This is a man that could screw the works up.
Yes,
for
but
everyone.
I knew him. I felt easy with him. I just had that feeling, and you're right, and I had that feeling, that's all. I couldn't talk to my father about anything about that, anything. So I went to him, and he told me to stay away from him. He says, "Are you sure could he be the Zodiac killer? How can you prove it?" I said, "I think he is, yes. And when I talked to him at that time, Wayne was still here. He never went to LA yet.
All right.
So, and then it stopped, meaning he never asked me any more questions about it.
Was Wayne still making plans to go to Los Angeles?
Yes, he never went to LA yet.
All right.
See.
So what events transpired in that time period before Wayne decided finally got on a plane and take off?
Nothing I can remember.
All right. What did when he left? Did you go to the airport with him, or?
I drove him to the airport. Yeah, thinking I'm happy, and then what is he going to do? But I didn't have any choice. I didn't know what to do then. I mean, it's hard to say what you're going to do in that position. At least I'm getting him out of here, but what is he going to do in LA?
Did he have any interesting comments before he left?
On the way to the airport, he told me, "Be careful of my father. My father is a very dangerous man." But I don't know. What does that mean to me?
Did you give any details about that?
No.
All right.
And he says, "I hate cops, but you I always liked. But you did what people could never ever done. And someday you'll be rewarded of being chief of police." Can you believe he said that to me? And I did become chief of police.
So you took off in what, like spring or summer?
He left in the summer, approximately, of 1971. In December of 71, I became chief of police because the chief of police passed away in the hospital.
So were your problems essentially, as far as you knew, over at that point?
Yeah, just knowing that what Wayne's going to do in LA.
Did you do any checking on him?
No more checking that I can think of.
Yeah. So you never had any. You didn't send your postcard. You didn't make phone calls or anything. Like that?
I made 3 phone calls to LA. 2 I talked to him. 2 times I got a hold of him because he gave me an address and a phone number.
Did he say anything suspicious or?
Be careful of my father. Always, he said that to me, but
he didn't say he was working or just lounging around.
He was in Sonoma County.
The father is now in Sonoma County.
In Sonoma County,
the dangerous father's in Sonoma County.
In 1972, yes.
All right. So 72 is relatively, as far as this goes, rather quiet, rather drab year compared to what happened before, the previous 2 years.
Yes.
All right, what, like 73, do you think anything interesting happened in 1973?
In 70, can I elaborate about 72, which I didn't know?
What do you want to say about 72?
Well, I found out later in 72, 5 women were killed in Santa Rosa, which is in the county of Sonoma, by strangulation and beaten to death with a clothesline.
Clothesline. Yeah,
I found that out.
I remember reading something about there. Some were tied up elaborate ways.
Right. I found that out in much later. And I was going to investigate West Wilford, but my father told me I did enough, no more. So I didn't continue.
How about 1973? Any exciting news happening in 73?
Well, 72. The last time I called them, there's no answer. So I didn't know what to do. Something's wrong. No answer. Something's wrong. Was he dead, in jail, or killing, or whatever? I don't know. So I called up Joey C. in 1972, the end of 1972, and I told him, I said, I need a favor. Now Joey C. at this time was in Los Angeles, and he was a professional hitman.
How did you find this out?
Because he told me he was going to LA to do a job, and you know.
Well, mostly they got a job because they're
They're
gonna
not-
build something or.
Right, they're not gonna. No, I was gonna do a hit. Now I knew he told a cop, but I'm not gonna do nothing about it because I know Joe, and I had the problems. I had the problems. Yeah, I had enough problems. You know, I mean, you have to understand. I was very naive. I mean, I didn't believe Joey C. was going to be that. A lot of people talk and they don't do what they're going to do.
So what did Joey plan?
I asked Joey if you will do me a favor and get rid of Wayne's. Get rid of Wayne. Well, I told him why. I told.
I think Tarantino went back away from. I mean, all right.
I told him.
It seems strange that both these guys who weren't friends wound up in LA 400 miles down the line.
Well, that's what happened.
So did Joey stalk him or whatever?
No, I told him, let me take care of it my way. Let me see what happened to him before we do anything.
What was your way?
I flew to LA before my wife had the baby. Linda, the May 3rd she had my son. I went before that and went there in LA to the address. I took a plane. Nervous as heck. No. Second time I ever been in a plane in my life. Scared to death. I went to that address. A woman answered. I know who she is. I said, "Is Wayne here?" She says, "Who are you?" I said, "I'm a friend of Wayne." I showed her my badge, who I was. I went in, she said, "Wayne's dead." So when she said that, I felt good. Well, I felt good.
Did she give any details?
No, nothing.
Not a bullet between the eyes or anything like that?
No, she just wanted to get rid of me.
Did you double check on this?
I went to
Were the statistics,
vital statistics in LA, and I found out he died in December the 11th, 1972.
So then you returned to Coloma?
And he was buried in Fair Oaks Cemetery, that's a suburb of Sacramento, in 1972, in December the 12th. The next day he was buried. Now, I know something was wrong then. You don't bury somebody the next day.
And so you returned to Coloma after that, then? No reason to hang around in LA then, right?
Right. I took a plane back to Coloma, and I called up Joey C. He said he's dead, and everything's okay now. He says, "I'm glad." And then the next day I told my father, and my father was relieved.
So from then on, everything was all quiet on the home front?
Yeah.
So then you went, I assume when you went back to Coloma, and then everything was pretty much quiet on the home front from then on, or did any other problems show up?
In 1973, my father approached me, said somebody's blackmailing him. And I was totally lost there. I said, what do you mean blackmailing? On what? So somebody's blackmailing me. And he said, "Did you tell anybody about what happened in Tahoe? You moron?" Something like that. He said a swear word to me. And I said, "Yeah, I did." "Who did you tell?" Like that. In an angry voice. My father, that's the way he talked to me. And I said, "I told Captain Ken what happened." "But why did you tell?" "He's a cop." I said, "I know, but I don't know why I did. I just did. I can't talk to you. You would have." So I told him, maybe I get some good advice what to do. I didn't know what to do. Some advice. I needed advice. And I did tell him. He says, "But I'm being blackmailed." I was blackmailed. So he must have told somebody. I said, "Captain Can is not involved. He's not the type of guy for this. He's just, I don't know what happened."
Did your father have influence over the San Bruno police?
No. But my father said, I'll take care of it.